I had to go on my knees and ask the Lord to please. I need to understand the meaning of my dreams. For most reawakened spirits, it's normal for you to get messages, for you to get downloads, warnings through your dreams. A lot of the times, people who have awakened to their purpose have very vivid dreams. You just notice that your dream has kind of changed. It becomes almost prophetic if care is not taken. As a awakened spirit who is trying to live a life of purpose, who is trying to walk the path of light and live a life that is pleasing to God, you need to pay very close attention to your dreams. There is a lot you can deduce through your dreams. There is a lot of knowledge you'll be able to get through your dreams. What I think is why this happens is because when you're awakened, your intuition is more activated, your spirit is more alive, is more awake, right? So it's easier for your spirit to kind of experience while your brain is asleep. So it's easier for you to kind of get an idea of what is going on around you through your dreams or what is likely to happen or the meaning of what has happened previously. If you pay close attention to your dreams, you realize that there is almost always going to be a pattern to your dreams. Like if you're trying to be warned not to go somewhere in a dream, it's going to use a particular thing to always be showing you that message. If you take your time to observe it, you realize that dream interpretation is almost like there is a handwriting to it. It's almost like there is a code for it. Like, I'll give you an instance. Whenever I want to dream about my spiritual growth journey, my journey to finding myself, to being the better me, anytime I want to dream about it, it comes in the form of me driving along a road, like as if I'm going on an actual physical journey. But if you're not careful, you might run the risk of interpreting your dreams too literally. I used to make this mistake of always going on Google to see if I can find the meaning of the dreams I have, but it doesn't always help me because I think when it comes to the general internet interpretation of dreams, it's as if it's just too general, too literal and general, but it's different for each one. What it's going to use to interpret for you is going to be different for another person. What is going to use to tell you something. So you need to observe yourself. Keep a journal, keep a dream journal, record anything you dream. With time, you begin to realize that pattern. You will be able to learn your own dream code. Everybody has their dream code. It doesn't mean the same thing for everybody. That's what I've come to realize. When you dream of a particular thing, for instance, it doesn't mean the same for me. If somebody else should dream of it, it's different. But when you observe your own life, you'll be able to understand when you dream of this, this is what it is saying. This thing has tortured me for a long time. There was a certain time I was dreaming of me writing an exam. It's like almost always I'll find myself in an exam hall. Various variations, but it's always me about to write an examination. That thing was just it was an enigma. I tried finding the interpretation on Google. I checked so many websites. I wasn't really getting anything that could speak to me. But with time, I started to observe it just through my own observations. I started to realize that dreams, dream codes, dream language is objective, is peculiar to each individual. What they're going to use to tell you something. I can dream about the same thing, but it will be telling me a different thing. So it's left for us to use our intuition to try to decode what our dreams are telling us. For the awakened spirit, a lot of help is going to come to you through your dreams. A lot of guidance and direction. You're going to be told a lot through your dreams. When I started a new job, about 3 months into the job, I had a dream, a very peculiar dream. It wasn't literal. Honestly, if I hadn't taken my time, I would have missed that message. But that dream kept recurring. Once you start having a recurring dream, know you that is a warning. It's a warning. It's a message, a very important message that you need to get to know. Honestly, it got to a point I knew that I needed to understand what this dream is trying to tell me. That was when I found out the number one thing that I would tell you is the secret to getting to know the meaning of your dreams. Okay, I got interrupted, so I had to stop the video and start again. I went on my knees and I prayed for help. I prayed for help and I asked the Lord to please help me see, help me understand the meaning of this dream. Help me understand what this dream is trying to tell me. Whatever it is it's trying to say, I don't get it. And guess what happened afterwards? I had the same dream again. Only this time around, it was like there was a narration going on. that now helped me to understand what it meant, what the dream meant. What he was trying to tell me. It was in that dream, it was now pointed out to me. This is what is your purpose here. This is the reason why you got this job. This is what you're supposed to do here. So that you don't get distracted with other aspects of the job. This is the main reason why you got this job. And this is what you are supposed to do for the light here. It was a big eye opener for me. Most of the time when we have dreams and we're not able to understand what it's saying and we move on with our lives, there have been vital messages that we've missed out. I started to now apply this same method I applied to get the meaning of this dream. So whenever I have a dream that I don't know the meaning, I'm on my knees already. And after praying for it, after a while, I have that dream again, and this time around it comes with the meaning. I started to do it that way. Then I started to realize that dreams have a pattern. So you need to learn your dream code. Pay attention to your dreams. Write them down. At first, I was writing mine down, but then it became a bit. Sometimes it's so before you write out all the whole details, it gets so tiring. I started to record them. So once I wake up, I make a recording of the dream. It helps so that when you go back and listen to some of those dreams, in the light of some of the things that have happened, you start to understand the meaning of the dream. That is exactly the way you can start to understand what your dreams are talking about. Now, when you listen to dreams you had 3 months ago, or when you read the dreams you had 3 months ago, you will see that some of the things that have happened between that 3 months and now have explained to you what that dream meant. It will just become clear to you what that dream is trying to tell you. I started to do it that way. Gradually, it started to become clear. There's a kind of dream I will have. I already know that this is what it's trying to say. Dream interpretation, the way I have come to see it, I don't know. But what I don't think it's something general. I don't think I can use that way I normally dream about a certain thing to interpret for another person that this is what it means for them. It may not mean that for them. So I think for everybody, you need to learn your own dream code so that you'll be able to decode what your dream is telling you. And most times when we have a dream, most of the time, the dream is a personal message for us. For us, I know that there are times you have a dream and it involves others, and there may be things you may need to tell other people about it, but most of the time, the dream is usually about us, about our own lives and things concerning us. A lot of the times, your spirit guides can speak to you through your dream, and you can get a lot of messages, a lot of spiritual insight through your dreams. But if we're just sleep, we dream, we wake up, we go about our day, without actually paying attention to what we're dreaming, we are missing out on something. So don't take it for granted. Know you today, your dream has a code. You can learn your dream code. You can understand what your dream is telling you by praying and asking for the meaning of that dream to be revealed to you. You can also take your time to decode your own dream pattern by writing it down and observing the dream vis-a-vis your experiences. You start to watch the pattern. Gradually, the meanings will start to become obvious to you, just like somebody that is learning how to read. You start to become the meanings of each thing start to become obvious to you.